Hello everyone, hello the blues. Welcome back to the channel once again. It's your man, your moment man. The hour we are waiting for is getting closer once again. The moment we are waiting for is getting closer. It's another brand new video. It's time for another football talk, another football news. Hello everyone. I hope you guys are ready once again. It's time for another show. In this brand new video, we are going to talk about the African Cup of Nations, the last eight, the big boys. The big boys are occupying the last eight. Is going to be another in memento of football, another big one. So let's keep us our finger closed as we are waiting for the hour. We are waiting for the moment. It's getting closer and starting from January 8th. Today is already 7. Tomorrow, the action resume once again on African Cup of Nations. Starting tomorrow, the quarterfinal match will kick off once again. We already see the big boys on African football nation. They are taking place. They are taking in. Everyone are taking shape. They are ready to battle each other on the quarterfinal game. We see the likes of Nigeria. We're trading against the Algerian. Is going to be another memento football. We see the likes of the Cameroon. We will play against the host nation, and also Mali against Senegal, and the Africans. Africans will play against who Africans is going to play. Africans will play against Egyptian, while Mali and Senegal, Morocco, Cameroon, Algeria, Nigeria, Egypt, and Cote d'Ivoire. This is the last eight country in the last eight Cup of Nations. So we're waiting for the action starting from the tomorrow. Now, before I go back to the quarterfinal match, we're going to start tomorrow. Let's go into the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigerians. You know, they have been excellent in this competition, in this edition, and I hope they're going to continue that way, come on the 10th, because they will play against Algeria on the 10th. That match will be 5 p.m. local time in Morocco. Then after that, the last match will be between the Ivorians and the Egyptians. It will be the last quarterfinal game. So tomorrow we'll start from the Mali versus Senegal. Then after that, following between the host nation, between Cameroon and the host nation. So we are waiting for that hour. The hour is getting closer. The moment is getting closer once again. Now, shifting down to Super Eagle camp as they are preparing for their next game, quarterfinal against Algeria, and that is going to be a tight one. It's going to be a tight one between two nations. We all know the history between the Algerian national team and the Super Eagles of Nigeria is always be a big time. So I hope Super Eagles is going to maintain their performance, starting from the beginning, because they keep the 100% winning mentality in this competition, followed by the same Algerian national team. These two teams maintain their 100% in this competition, in this new edition 2025, so, and then we'll see how the history is going to be once again. Talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Algerian national team, is always a big game. It was a tough game between the two sides, and according to the history, the Algerians have won their first four match on African edition for the third time in the history in 1990, champion, and also 2029 champion. In both those editions, the Franks defeated Nigeria along the way before winning the tournament. So it's going to be another immense football between the Algeria and the Nigeria. So let's see how it's going to be, whether the history is going to repeat itself or the history is going to change in another dimension. But as a Nigeria, I put all my support for Super Eagles and I wish them very well and good luck. And I hope they're going to make us proud come January 10th, time 5 p.m. So that on Super Eagles, stay on the Super Eagle camp. A lot of the noise has been making, since the Super Eagles defeated the Mozambique by 4 goals to nothing. We see all what is happening over there in Super Eagles camp, especially from that incident that happened between Lukman Aluna and the Osimhen. A lot of the news were flying. Some news are flying that Osimhen is going to leave the camp of Super Eagles. Is done in the Nation Cup. So, but I must tell you that news, although in football sometimes things goes that way, but I must tell you in that news nothing has happened. Osimhen still remain with the Super Eagle and they are preparing for the next game, or the final against Algeria national teams. So that's a little incident, but I call it little incident because in football anything can happen. When a player in the field, when you are playing football with your passion, with everything, motivation, sometimes your blood might be very high, the spirit might be very high. Sometimes we saw that kind of incident. So some people is blaming Osimhen. Why should Osimhen act that way? Well, for me, I see it as a little incident. It's a lack of little understanding. We see what happened in between the Seaman and Lookman in that match. Well, but in the past, there's no time for start bringing up the what is already valid as the team are preparing for the next game against Algeria, on the 10th of January, for the final game. And still on Super Eagle camp, latest Super Eagle camp in Morocco, big motivation for Super Eagle ahead of Algeria game. And each player will get $15,000, about 21 million naira for the final win. Then, if they progress to the semi-final, each person will get $17,500, about 24.5 million naira each if they win semi-final. Then $20,000, about 28 million each winning, or if you win the Afcon. So that is a big one, but let's take it step by step. Let's take it from the on the 10th of January for the final against Algeria. Then after that to the next stage. So let's see how it goes from there. So this is on Super Eagle comes as we are still there. Last night we have the update about Akko Adams, his mother illness, something like that happened, and he left the camp. Last night some people say this, some news say that he left the Super Eagle camp to see his mother, who is hospitalized for illness. But according to news, he's back on the camp. According to update from Super Eagle camp, Ekon Adan had been granted permission to leave camp to go with his mother, who hospitalized yesterday. We are sending prayer and strength to him and wishing his mom a quick recovery. That was those that come out last night and about Echo Adams' mother. But this morning, glad to hear that Echo Adams' mom have been discharged from the hospital, in free yesterday, and is now back home with his family. Wish her good health and strength, and also, you know, the Ekons Adan is already back in the camp of Super Eagle, as they are preparing for their next game against Algeria on the 10th of the January. So that's on the Super Eagles quarterfinal game against Algeria. The hour is getting closer once again, and let's see what happens. Let's see how it goes, and I hope that Super Eagles will make all the millions of Nigeria football lovers proud. And as you pray for them, as we're supporting for them, and I wish them a good luck, in quarterfinal, and I hope to see them in the semi-final once again. From there, you see how it goes. So that is on African Cup of Nation, quarterfinal match, like I said, start from the 9th, on 9th of January. Mali will be training against Senegal, 5 p.m. local time. After that, Morocco will be hosting, Morocco, the host nation. Then on the 10th, the Algerians versus Nigeria, 5 p.m. local time. The final game will be Egypt versus Cote d'Ivoire in 8 p.m. local time. We see who progress in the next, in the next level, in the next semi-final game, next four. So I wish Super Eagles good luck, and I hope the Lukman, Osimhen, the Echo Adams, and also our middleman in this competition who have put in all the space. I'm talking about Alex. It will be. I hope this guy is ready for that memento high intensive football, because it's going to be another football level, another football level entirely, because this is a big Algeria is a big team, very technical in the football. They are very intensive, very aggressive. So it's going to another different football level, and let's see what happens from there. So I wish Super Eagles very good of luck in the next game on the 10th. I hope they will do better. So this is where I'm going to round up in this brand new video, and I will see you guys with the coming one, and see how it goes. Hello, the blues. I see the man, your man, Austin, the moment man. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.